Welcome to Melbourne Music Tonight. I'm Max Getlow. Tonight on the show we'll be joined by the heavy metal band Mass Rejection, followed by Cash Nexus. Enjoy.
Self-awareness, practice hypocrisy. They are so cutlass, live for conformity. They lack self-awareness, practice hypocrisy. They are so cutlass, live for conformity. Follow the path of self-deceit. Self-deceit. They lack self-awareness, practice hypocrisy. They are so gutless, live for conformity. They lack self-awareness, practice hypocrisy. They are so gutless, live for conformity. Follow the path of self-deceit. Follow the path of self-defeat. You believe certainty, celebrate hypocrisy, live for conformity, celebrate hypocrisy. You believe certainty, celebrate hypocrisy, live for conformity, celebrate conformity. Rise out. Arrogance is your way. Disagree, decapitate. Arrogance is your way. Disagree, decapitate. Rise out. Self-awareness, practice hypocrisy. They are so gutless, live for conformity. They lack self-awareness, practice hypocrisy. They are so gutless, live for conformity.
We are here with Mass Rejection. So, how would you describe the identity of your band?
Probably shock rock, hard rock with a bit of Alice Cooper vibe and Marilyn Manson, that kind of stuff.
How did the band come together?
It was a few years ago. Bastich and I were playing the same place in different acts at the time. We weren't Mass Rejection then. And yeah, we just kind of hooked up, started making music and add more members along the line.
Sure.
Mully, Amy, a bit later.
Cool.
We were actually friends beforehand, but you completely forgot that I played drums when you were looking for a drummer. And suddenly you went, hang on.
We don't have to
My
use a
best
drum
mate's a drummer,
machine
what am I
anymore.
doing?
What types of What types of gigs have you guys played as a band?
A few electronic underground gigs, well, we supported Dark Cell.
Oh yeah.
They're a pretty big industrial Sydney band. We played everywhere.
Which artists have been the biggest influence on you guys?
It's pretty much the usual suspects, you know, the great drummers. I've tried to not limit the style of music that I listen to, so I listen to a lot of old jazz and hip hop and funk and classic rock and even a little bit of classical and all of that, and then I only listen to metal if I'm in a really bad mood. And so, yeah, really just I'm inspired by listening to tons of different types of music, and I try to, you know, bring elements of everything I listen to into what I do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very important for our band. All the different styles that we're influenced by kind of makes us what we are. I mean, I'm into everything from Norwegian black metal to Prince, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Indeed.
Yeah, we're all a bit eclectic like that, I think.
Yeah. So what are your like big goals as a band?
Play heaps of gigs, get a big following.
Some releases coming up.
Yeah, we've got some releases coming up.
Yeah.
We've had 2 so far,
Oh yeah.
but we've got a 3rd one coming up. Yeah. Plus we've got a joint single with another band, which is pretty exciting, coming up too. Yeah.
That is
A
very
few
cool.
surprises in the pipeline.
What's your creative process?
It can be multiple different things. Generally, it starts with an idea from Bastich and myself, and then the other guys expand upon it. But sometimes we can be jamming, and Mully might come up with a beat, then we go from there. You know, it could be a lyric that I get ideas from, and it just grows from there. It can be a number of different things.
Were you surprised that there was quite a big metal scene or rock scene in Melbourne?
I've lived in the country for the last 10 years or so it had been a while for me. I was a bit surprised how many bands on the circuit.
What's been your best experience, like, or best gig as a band?
Probably supporting Dark Cell. Like we said, it was an industrial rock band, and they're fairly big in Sydney. So it was a privilege to support those guys. Great guys. Go Dark Cell.
Yeah.
And Spalding too, who are now
Spalding, yeah.
now defunct, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
they were fantastic. They still are.
I really liked that Halloween gig we did as well, because you know, we were all zombied up, and most of the audience sort of had fake brains hanging out and everything. So that was a really interesting vibe.
Yeah.
That's where I met you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, dressed up as a zombie.
It's been a few good gigs.
Yeah. What would be your advice to up and coming artists?
Don't do it. It's a very hard scene to get into unless you love it. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Sure.
But yeah, once you get out on stage, you know, you forget all the dramas that happen behind the scenes and you enjoy it.
Sure.
Yeah, but you've got to enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
You can't be in it for the money.
Yeah.
Because there isn't any.
When you're starting out too, I noticed the first few gigs are going to suck. They're not going to be your best gigs.
Yeah.
That's something else that you sort of got to take it in your stride, I think.
Sure. Do you guys have any social media or marketing strategies that
definitely.
you guys like to use? Yeah.
Yeah. There's the Facebook page, which everyone has.
Yeah.
We've also got a page on Reverb Nation. Yeah. Anything else? Triple J Unearthed, but that's not. We don't really want to promote them too much because they don't promote very good artists. So.
Sure. Ouch.
Ooh, shots fired. Well, say goodbye to our chances of ever being on Triple J.
And
Come on, like it was going to happen.
how do you guys network, like as a band?
Just like them, we burn our bridges. No, we're pretty laid back kind of guys. You know, it's just going up to bands and even other artists from, you know, different industries and just having a chat with them and
Sure.
chatting a drink, and it's not that hard really.
Cool.
Yeah, that's where most gigs seem to come from too, networking within bands. You go to a gig, you might know one band, you might know none.
Yeah.
You meet them and then they've got a spot open
Yeah.
on a show sometimes.
Sure.
Yeah.
You can find Mass Rejection on Facebook, so look at them up there, where you can also find their CDs. So check them out there, and also be sure to Google Mass Rejection.
All this shit, can I stand? Lying around and around again. I can stand, feel again. Lying around and around again. In my face, rub it in. Rub it around and around again. In my face, rub it in. Rub it around and around again. I can't believe this shit. Deceive all this shit. Can I stand? Lying around and around again. I can stand. Feel again. Lying around and around again. In my face. Rub it in. Rub it around and around again. In my face. Rub it in. Rub it around and around again. I can't believe this shit. Deceive. The same feel. You're led to eat. Repeat. Same feel. You're led to eat. Get out. I can't believe this shit. Deceive all this shit. Can I stand? Flying around and around again. I can stand. Feel again. Flying around and around again. In my face. Rub it in. Rub it around and around again. In my face. Rub it in. Rub it around and around again. I can't believe this shit. Deceived.
Hello, welcome to Melbourne Music Tonight. I'm your host, Max Gettler, and I'm joined here with Cash Nexus. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hey Max, how you doing?
I'm wonderful, wonderful. So, how did you guys get your name?
It's the relationship between employers and employees under this capital system. It's a cash nexus.
Ah, I see, I see. And how would you guys describe yourselves as a band?
Rocky, country, folky,
Yeah, just I mean it's unusual to have.
political,
It's unusual.
social,
Yeah,
social comment.
yeah, mainly social comment. It's unusual to have a hard driving guitar without any drums.
Yep.
You know, usually you have a drummer, and we decided it was a conscious effort not to do that. Even though I'm actually a drummer in another band, but so we really enjoy what we do. It's a little bit chaotic because of the electric guitar and the acoustic guitar, but you know, I think it's almost an original thing. Can't really think of any other bands who would do this. What we do.
Sure.
Yeah, Mick and I, like the three of us have been together about 2 years, I guess. And Mick and I were about a year before that, and we used to muck around with acoustic and electric, and we liked the sound of it when we recorded it back. And we thought, well, you know, it's hard enough to organise 3 people, let alone 5. You know, bass and drums. You know, with all the busyness of everyone these days. So, yeah.
When you guys say, like, you regard yourselves as a political band, what type of issues do you like to sing about in your music? Like, what issues come to mind?
Well, I just did that song, Beggar's Belief.
Yeah.
And that's basically about, inspired by, there was a guy who washes windows on the freeway. We all probably run into them, that guy.
Yeah, of course.
And, you know, we all give him $1 or whatever. And that's inspired me to write a song where there's an expression, it beggars belief. So in other words, I don't know if it's used today, but you disbelieve what you're seeing. It begs belief, you know. So that's what that's about. And about other songs, Steve has a political slant on a lot of things, but we don't just, even if we do a song that's fun, there's an element of a political undertone. Like we do a song about alcohol, and it's a sort of a party song, and everyone sings it at the gigs and they like it, but it's actually pretty serious underneath and pretty dark. And even though Steve's smiling when he sings it, there's some lines in there that actually almost want to make you cry, you know?
It's called Alcohol Will Kill You.
Sure. Indeed. I'm sure it does.
Which is unusual because you're playing in a pub and the barman's looking at you like, you're telling people not to drink, you know? That's why we're here, you know?
You just put in a disclaimer.
Yeah. Which artists have influenced your music the most?
Individually, I was probably brought up on Paul Simon, James Taylor, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And like 70s pop, that kind of stuff. But that really doesn't influence what we play much. It's sort of more rocky. We do a couple of Neil Young songs, which is the kind of sound that we like. Yeah.
A little bit rough and ragged. That's what
raw.
You know, I mean, Midnight Oil sort of do that a little bit. You know, they have a bit of a rough and ragged approach. So I guess we sound a little bit like them, but we never try to copy them because they're not really one of my own personal influences. So, but I love a lot of the punk attitude in music, even though I don't really display it that much. But I love that kind of feel about music. That, you know, perfection is not what you're searching for. You know, I'm more about the feel of what the lyricist is trying to say. It doesn't have to necessarily be a great singer, because I don't think any of us are particularly great singers, but we're passionate about what we do and it comes through, I think,
Sure. What would you say has been the most memorable and or enjoyable experience as a band?
You mean besides this interview with you, Max?
Yeah.
Besides this interview, Max.
Tonight is a highlight. That's a real highlight.
We, to put it bluntly, we kicked ass the last couple of times on stage and people liked it a lot. And I think we're getting a lot of pats on the back from people after shows and winning some new fans and stuff. So
that was Tago Mago in High Street, Thornbury.
Okay.
We play there quite a bit now.
Yeah, it's great.
Just a plug.
It's great to have. It's great to make progress. You know, if you're being in a band and no one turns up, but people are coming back and bringing their friends and stuff. So that's fantastic. You feel $1 million. It's great for your self-esteem too. You know, because we're no spring chickens, as you can tell, Max. We're not like you, you know, and so you know you're expected to quietly behave yourself if you're over 50. You know, just shut up and watch telly and, you know, no, we don't want to do that. We want to go out there and mix with the young kids and they like it, don't they, Steve?
Yeah.
They do like it.
What's been the biggest lesson you guys have learnt as a band thus far?
Just to chill out, not take it too seriously. Well, we're trying to learn that anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, if you followed us around with a camera, it'd be a hilarious documentary. It'd be the funniest thing you ever saw. I mean, the arguments we have and the misunderstandings.
Yeah.
And that's just before we leave the house, you know.
Indeed. What are some goals you guys have as a band?
I just think to keep, as long as people want to see us play, and that we'll keep doing that.
Yeah.
We enjoy it if they're turning up, as long as it's fun, and as long as our health. We're getting older, so it's as long as we enjoy it. That's basically like any band. Why would you do it if you didn't enjoy it?
Totally.
I personally the main drive for me is to get some messages out there, particularly to the young kids.
Yeah.
They're facing not a very nice future.
That's right.
What,
Not a very nice present.
Yeah.
what kind of messages would you say to the young kids?
Well, there's moves towards a third world war. They're going to try and get, pump nationalism into kids and get them to go and shoot their brothers and sisters overseas. For the profits of the rich.
If you consider everyone in the world your brother and sister, So I don't just consider Australians my brothers and sisters, I consider the world, we're a world, and we should start acting like a collective rather than individual countries. This thing about countries really revolts me, the nationalism that's shown. It's too much pride in one's country is a bad thing, I believe, because that's what leads to things like Adolf Hitler and things. And just think, in the last 100 years, there's been 2 world wars. That's every reason to think it can happen again.
Yeah.
But when you say that, people get complacent. They're having a nice time with their nice cars, their nice homes, their jobs or whatever. Oh, it can't happen. It can happen, and it's actually starting to happen. You look at the history, and it repeats itself. And the things that were happening in Germany in 1939 or before, leading up, are starting to happen again.
Well, kudos to you guys for
Thank you.
making sure it's get
Trying
such
to.
messages out there.
Trying to.
Hey, it's no effort's too small. So where can people find you guys?
Yeah, on Bandcamp at cashnexus.bandcamp.com. We encourage you to do that. And also on Facebook, just search Cash Nexus
Indeed.
with a K.
Cool. For more live music and interviews, be sure to go onto facebook.com/Melbourne Music Tonight. See you next week, and thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Max.
Thanks, Max.
Cheers, mate.
There's drones in the air, killing everywhere. Who is to blame for the death and the pain? There's blood on the soil, United States soil. It don't stop at oil, global wars on the boil. As the powers collide towards genocide, there's blood on the soil, United States soil. The war on terror is a fraud, you will see. It's really a war on you and me, and there's blood on the soil, United States soil. In the US of A, workers don't have a say. Their rights have been slashed along with their pay, and the cops have a license to kill as they may. Come in. A war on you and me, and there's blood on the soil, United States soil. It don't stop at US, they're all in the pay. From Germany to Japan to Australia, if not for Pine Gap,
the bombs go astray. The war on terror is a fraud, you will see. It's really a war on you and me, and there's blood on the soil, United States soil. In the name of the rich, Obama does kill. His time is running out for more blood he would spill. But if he don't do it, the next one will. And there's blood on the soil, United States soil. And there's blood on the soil, United States soil. And workers rise up from the blood and the toil.